2 more starting right now.
Very good.
But the bottom line that I'm saying is not how the book is or isn't. It's the fact that the book exists. Whatever it is in your heart that you long to achieve, or that you long to have, or that you long to be, you have to let your heart free. You have to let your heart have its wings. And then you have to attach yourself to the sail of that heart and guide it with your perfect and blissful intentions. And what is the gateway to that heart? It's a very physical thing. What is it?
Diaphragm.
And the diaphragm is the largest muscle mass in the body. And it's moving all the time. But the thing that changes that movement into a movement that opens the gateway is your awareness. The moment you become aware of your breathing, you begin to open the heart center. Because the awareness relaxes the diaphragm. When the diaphragm is tense, the liver heat reflects off of it back into your glands and organs of preservation. Your digestive, your reproductive, all of that system down there, that's the preservation system. And that's going to make you insecure, which is going to register to the brain. I'm insecure, I don't think I can do this, help me out. And the brain says, don't worry, I got this all figured out. And then it just throws out a lot of Q&A, and a tremendous amount of Q&A creates doubt. And so you live your life in a doubtful way, thinking that being in doubt will keep you from being in trouble. But what would you rather be? In doubt to stay out of trouble, or in risk that could destroy you or put you in joy? Doubt's never going to allow you to live in joy, because when you live in joy, you can't have doubt. And when you live in doubt, you can't have joy. It's the same as if you live in want, you can't have. And if you live in have, you can't have want. So you have to give something up. It was like me, remember the story of me learning how to swim, right? I was the best one-armed swimmer in the world, but I always had one hand on the side of the pool. You know, and if it was time to go the other direction, I would switch hands, and there I was. And one day, the swim instructor, Olympic-sized swimming pool at the University of Washington, the swim instructor got an okay from my mom that he could teach me how to swim that day. And he had one of those long poles that has the rubber ball on one end and the big hoop on the other end to catch you if you're going under, right? And he came up to me, and I was swimming along doing real well. And he came up to me and he said, if you don't let go of the side of the pool, I'm going to smash your hand with this rubber ball. And I turned around immediately, looked at my mom, and she's kind of smiling. Just way up in the stands, you know, and I was like, you know, I'm like 6 or 7 years old, and you know, they wanted to, you know, it had been so long that I think I was the last, I'm sure I was the last one to learn from the whole class. And, you know, he, bang, and he hits right next to my hand. I realized he's serious. So I let go of the side of the pool. He takes the rubber ball, and instead of smacking me on the hand, I was going to reach him back and grab him. Instead, he pushes me out into the pool. And there I was, coming back. And there his pole was sticking against my chest. And I'm coming back. And I'm not moving. I'm coming back. And then he lets go. He pushes me around again. And I'm pushes me around again. What happened? What was different? What was going on? I was swimming for my life. And that's exactly how the universe does it. You think, oh, I'm in such challenge. I'm in such tension, stress, and pressure, friction. No. The universe is just really fed up with you not going for it, you know? And so the universe has gotten the rubber ball on the end of the stick, the lifeguard, you know, and has pushed you out into the midst of everything. And you're going, oh, I must be doing something wrong because, you know, life is so hectic. No. If you just get into it, life is hectic because you got to learn now how to swim. Let go, let God. Or whatever you want to believe. Somebody said, where can I find God? And Yogi Bhajan said, in the dictionary. It's just a word. You know, we all have the sense of what is that infinity, that cosmos. Is that your phone being texted? My daughter has that same thing on hers. When she receives a text, it makes everybody look. That's a lot of text. You understand? Yeah, let go or be dragged, or you know, and if you're experiencing a lot of tumult, it means that you, like me, hung on the side of the pool too long. And it also means that you have the capacity. It doesn't mean let go and drown and, you know, oh, that was cool. No, it means you have the capacity. The universe is not going to put you into anything beyond your ability. It's impossible. For every action, there is an equal reaction. So if the action is tumult, the reaction is that you survive and you move and you grow through it. That's the nature of the cosmic law. At this level of existence, you have the capacity to understand this. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sitting in this room. At this level of existence, you have the capacity to understand it. The key is that because you have the capacity to understand it, you now have to have the will to practice it. And the only way that you can have the will to practice it is to come out of your head brain and into your heart brain. There is no how. You cannot come out of the head brain. You can only enter the heart brain. And remember what I said earlier. You can't be in both at the same time. And what is the entryway for the heart brain? The diaphragm. And you're not going to just get in there like right away. You're going to get in there, and get in there, and get in there, and get in there, and pretty soon you find that whenever you get into that space of tumult and challenge, you immediately go to the breathing and the heart brain, you get this sense of will, and you go, aha, this is good. This problem is excellent. This challenge is adorable. Those of you who have literally given birth, actually given birth, know exactly what that is. Because there's a moment or two in there where you have a couple of different directions to go. And all of us sitting in this room were born. And so all of us went through it as a participant at that level as well. The greatest challenge to life is birth. This is an important This is an important piece of information because we must go out there into the world and we must demonstrate to the world how gracefully and how graciously we can manifest our dreams. And we must graciously and gracefully manifest our dreams to the extent that people begin to ask us, how in the world do you do it? Then you have a student. Then you have an audience. Then you have the ability to make a difference. But if you're out there struggling and hassling, no one's going to ask you, how do you do that? They all know. They got that down. They probably have that down better than you. So you have to get out of your struggle and your hassle and stop wearing it as a badge of some kind of honor. And you have to start demonstrating the effortless nature of the capacity to produce your dream, your vision, your mission.